Love and Hip Hop Atlanta star Benzino was reportedly arrested for getting into an altercation with his ex, Althea Hart, and her male friend. Sources say Benzino saw the mother of his child with another man and a verbal argument ensued. Now Benzino is being accused of allegedly acting violent and even damaging the man's truck, a claim he denies. This is just the latest in what has been a troublesome time for the reality star. Fans on social media are advising these two to stop with all the madness. Ladies, what are your thoughts on this?
It's a hot mess. I mean, it's a thing where I think a lot of times relationships start probably from social media and in the world of we look good on paper, we look good on camera, but how's the relationship starting? Because that's usually how it ends. I'm like, this should never be a relationship. This should have just been like a drive-up coffee date. Like a tall latte, is that the small size? Whatever the smallest drive-through drink is, that's all this should have been, not a long-term relationship.
How do you deal with a toxic person? I'm asking you this as a wellness coach.
Yeah.
You've gotten out of the relationship, but because, you're the ex now, your ex is still toxic. What advice would you give to women on dealing with somebody like this?
I mean, first of all, you can't let the toxic go on and on and on. I think sometimes as women, we stay too long and we're thinking the toxic's gonna clear up and it just gets worse and worse. And by the time they're your ex, it's just a full-blown volcano of toxic. But if it gets to that, you just have to know that that's what you signed up for and you have to be nice and patient and gentle. Like, I feel like, she kind of knows this temper that he has. This ain't the first time she's seeing this from him.
Right.
So you just kind of know what you're dealing with and just remember how it starts is usually how it ends. So I just feel like this is probably what she's been dealing with and now she's a victim of it. You know what I mean?
And he's probably trying to scare off, if she, like she's trying to have another relationship. What you punching his...
And sometimes, honestly,
punches.
Sometimes it's actually like a move of control and power. Like he may not even want her.
That's what I mean.
You know what I mean? He may not even want the relationship anymore.
Yeah.
But now it's just a matter of, you don't have to say I do. Watch this.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's a major gem right there. Like, it's not even about you or preserving this relationship. It's just a person that has lost a little bit of control and they do everything to harness that back and to teach you, don't mess with me.
Sometimes in those relationships, the hard thing is when you tell a person, even in your behavior, you're not my choice. Ooh.
Right.
Ooh, look at your face.
Yeah, I felt it in my veins.
It's tough. It's tough.
And that's why, you have to get the law involved, and that's why he's been arrested, because, everybody has a right to live their life a certain type of way, and they're able to move on, out of these toxic relationships. It's like, dude, take a chill pill. You got so many other things. He's been a great artist, and a producer of music. It's like, don't forget that,
Yeah.
A lot of times I think women think that the word boundaries is negative, and really boundaries just means know who you are, know what you're worth, and don't settle for anything less than or outside of that. Behavioral, verbal, emotional. So when you ask, what to do, set your boundaries.